Hey everyone, Pastor Mike here, trying to answer some really great questions that came in during our 4th annual Question and Answer Sunday. And I love this one. The question is, what does God say about swearing? We've been talking about this with our two daughters in our home. We love the musical called Hamilton. Have you heard of it? And there's a couple words in there that aren't appropriate for my children, but they sing the songs and they say the words because they don't know what they mean just yet. So we've had to talk to our kids about socially acceptable words and the ones that aren't. So this person asked a great question. What does God think about swearing? And the short answer that the Bible gives is there is some kind of language that should not come out of our mouths. But what that looks like in every time and place and culture might be kind of different. All right, so let me point out two passages. Ephesians chapter 4 says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs." And then in Ephesians chapter 5, Paul says, "There should not be any obscenity, foolish talk, or coarse joking which are out of place, but rather thanksgiving." So God wants the words that come out of Christians' mouths to be full of hope and joy instead of frustration and anger and just a crude kind of spirit that's often connected to swearing. Now, am I going to give you a list of, Pastor Mike approved words and those that aren't? No. If you grew up on a farm, there's probably some words you use without anger or hostility that you might not use in other company. Maybe here's a good test. If Jesus was sitting next to you, would you pick different words? Because the truth is, he is sitting next to you. So he's listening in, as are the holy angels, on our words, on our conversations. So do we feel confident enough about the purity of our words that we wouldn't want to take them back if we knew Jesus was listening in? Now, if you struggle with swearing, with coarse language, laughing at crude jokes, I'm with you. I've said a few swear words myself. God is forgiving and he's gracious. And when he changes our hearts, it just makes us want to talk about different things, better things like his name, his kingdom, his will, and his glory. Thanks for your question. I pray you have a PG word-filled day. We'll talk to you next time.